I was gonna say something. Oh, I'm working on more shirt designs. Obviously, I can't. I need a. I'm gonna have to get an Android charger, but. Anyways. Yeah, I think the Wi-Fi is being pulled to the Fortnite game. So, I had to switch to my data. Because, yeah. That's what's going on. Play Fortnite? No, I'm not playing Fortnite. And if I play, I'm not playing with anyone. There's certain people I'll play with. And it's not anyone on this like, well. Nope. You don't care. Well, why are you here? I can't play any music. My phone is charging. It's dead. Wait, what did someone say? Oh, can you, like, some people are so rude. But to sit like this, you know. Did they see the? Yes, I did. And that person took it down. And they're scared. But little do they know, they, like, here's the thing. You can't post something about someone and then get scared and take it down. Then, like, people say, oh, they're mine, you should. Nope. I'm still going to do what I need to do. I'm reporting them. I don't care. They shouldn't have did what they did. And if their dad is literally, like, if their dad is does literally work for what she says he works for, he's gonna get fired. Don't go on the internet bragging and then show your actual face. Well, not bragging, but yeah. That was not smart what that person did. And the fact that I seen your face, not cool. Don't. And all the people saying, like, they're a minor. I never harassed a minor. First of all, I didn't put any of their information out there. Like their full name. And second of all, it'll be dealt with. So, I did what? A GIF that says hello summer, meaning summer, sunshine. You mean, swimming, out of school, summer. Doesn't pertain to anything. It says hello summer. Do with that information as you will. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Because at the end of the day, summer could mean anything. And you can't pin that on me. Okay? So, back to what we were saying. Because, some people love stalking others. And yet they say they don't care, but yet they care. It's like, you don't care, but you care. It's like, I don't know at this point. Some of these people, man, this internet is all crazy, but thank you for the heart. Wait, what happened? There was a video that was posted up. There was a video posted up. I'm not going to say much information about it. Well, it's posted everywhere else because obviously the person took it down, but digital footprint is forever, so people got the video, posted it on Reddit. Let's just say that person got scared and said they were really stupid for doing what they did. When you post stuff, knowing the malicious intent behind it, why do that? Why? I don't have to say much more. It's not legal. Illegal. It's not illegal. It depends. It depends. And like people always think I'm gonna sue someone. I'm not suing anyone. Like I'm not gonna sue someone all the time. That just like does it look like I got money to get a lawyer? No, but I'm going to take action and documentation. Because harassing people is a crime. But anyways, so what I was saying. I said I could. I didn't even say I was gonna sue. I said I could sue. I didn't say I would. You have to understand the words. Could and would are two different words. Thank you for that. The elephant. That's funny. The elephant gift. I think we have a gift or goal. If not, I don't know. I'll put one. We don't have a live goal. I don't know why the live goal just always disappears every live. It's just like, bro. Let's do, wait, there's a happy weekend. So I saw Miss Lard, thank you for the hearts. She was asking people for, let's see, let's do, not that much, is there? Yeah. So she was asking for cash apps. I was like, I might get heartburn. I ate spaghetti, so I feel the heartburn coming on. No, the drawing game. The drawing game requires me to take this filter off, which I'm not gonna do. So I could turn the camera around, take the filter off. It'll be black though, a black screen. Because I see people do, like, I don't know if it's a phone or whatever they have laying on like a surface, and then they draw that way and have people guess. I could do it that way. But I would have to lay the phone down and it'll be a black screen. No? There's a lot of people don't like the drawing game. Oh yeah. Exactly. Anyways. So, I saw that Leslie was asking for a cash app. I don't know if she ever mentioned, but I requested $2,000 because I thought it was funny. Well, you're asking for like, bro, you want cash apps just cuz, and y'all would be stupid enough to give her cash apps or give her money after she came on the internet and lied that she has a job interview she never even had. Like, this girl is funny. Who's y'all? Well, I think you know who's y'all are. Thank you for the roses, because I see a lot of y'all from my live stream and hers, like, literally supporting this chick. Wait, what? What did someone say? I think someone said, I'm talking bad about people? Not really. Well, you know, because they call her Leslard. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with that girl. That girl is obsessed with me. All Leslie does is get plastered and scream about me. anytime anyone brings up her grandmother, she loves to mention and say that, oh, she abuses her mother. Girl, please. That girl made 4 videos about me on her TikTok, and I made zilch. How am I obsessed with someone? I don't even make... Look at my content. Does it look like I make videos about people? No. I need to figure out... Also, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the series. Because I think I can't do... I don't think I could do true crime because it has to be educational. Thank you for the roses. And the ones, like, video suggestions I got were, like, people that do, like, workout stuff. I don't do that, so... Someone said, what do the new t-shirt designs look like? I think someone said. I'm gonna post, that alien one that I did. Well, the Kindle's dead. It's at 2%. And the Android charger's in storage, so... I need to really work on getting an Android charger so I can do more designs. It could save your life. You know what also saves lives? Minding your own business. That also saves lives. Because you telling someone that being healthy saves lives doesn't save a life when a skinny person gets a heart attack. So, explain that one because you can't, Dr. Oz. I love how people look trying to be Dr. Oz in the comment section. Like, if skinny people don't have, like, get sick and die a lot younger than people who are overweight, but you know, go off, I guess.
How many times do you hear people say, oh, well, I don't know why he died. He was real healthy.
Exactly. You're healthy, it might save your life. Like, I literally, it's like, when people say, you had the 2 tubes inside, on the side of your chest, because you drank too much milk, that's not what the doctor told me, so, hey. Believe what you want to believe. Oh, it's a story? Okay. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a real good story. So, recently there was 5 men, right? And these 5 men were billionaires. And they decided to do something really dumb, right? So they made the dumb decision to pay $250 to travel down to the ocean to discover what everyone has already seen before, which was the Titanic, right? So they went swimming. They used a Logitech controller, mind you. It was controlled Bluetooth, which was very dumb. I don't know why anyone would go in a submersive. It wasn't even a submarine. It was a submersive. So these 5 billionaires, you know, 5, I shouldn't say dumb guys because one of them was 19. And, you know, at that age, your brain is not fully developed. But the older gentlemen, they decided to go down in the submersive, you know, they died doing something they loved, right? Which, I don't know why anyone would be crazy enough to go into the ocean. Like, you know how many people have had weird experiences in the ocean? You want to go into the ocean and risk your life, that's fine. You know, that's on you. So these guys went into the ocean. They started their travels. Before they even got down to the ocean, they got to about, 12,000 feet? 12,000 feet? Before they started having troubles and they lost connection. They went into panic. The next thing you know, the submersive, bam. Instantaneous explosion. You know what happens when a submersive explodes with people in it? There's no ashes because, first of all, they're down that far, right? So the pressure just instantly turned them into fish food or sand or whatever it is. And it imploded. So it wasn't really that painful for them because I'm pretty sure they probably didn't feel it. But there was nothing left except pieces of the submersive. And, you know, then supposedly, because like in the movie The Titanic, Rose and Jack Dawson is down there, right? Well, Rose survived. Jack is down there. So I'm pretty sure Jack was having a party with all of his friends, you know? Like they were partying down there because, you know, those guys joined them. And then so there's this picture that I saw on TikTok. I'm pretty sure it's a meme. Someone must have edited it. But apparently the Logitech controller survived the implosion. It's sitting at the bottom of the ocean and apparently survived the implosion. This Logitech controller. And yeah, so then everyone was in a panic, right? So everyone's like, we have to find this submersive. There's 5 guys in there. One of them's 19. There's no oxygen. They have about, what was it? They had 20 hours of oxygen, and now they have less than 12 hours of oxygen. Come to find out that the whole time everyone was worried they had no oxygen, they weren't living because the submersive had already imploded 2 days before, I think Sunday or Saturday. So they had already instantaneously died just the first day I think they trekked. So anyways, after the implosion, right, the same day we found out that 5 people and a submersive are no longer living is the same day we found out that a bunch of migrants on a ship, literally the ship sank with migrants on it trying to flee Greece to get a better life. And there's still 500 people missing. I think 170 some people are found, and there's still 500 missing. Apparently, the Greece Coast Guard, because the boat that sank, the people are trying to say that it's Greece's fault because they tried to tow the ship, and Greece Coast Guard said they couldn't get close enough to tow the ship. They were like, we couldn't get close enough to tow it. They're lying. They all panicked because panic ensued on the ship, and they all ran to one side, and obviously the ship is going to tip because there's 750 people all running to one side of the ship. And little did they fail to tell the media they were throwing water bottles at the ship and scared these people, right? Because obviously these people are in a panic. The Coast Guard is throwing water bottles at them. What do they expect? Obviously, people are going to panic, and panic ensued, and a lot of them ran to one side of the ship, and the ship tipped. That's what happened. That's why the ship sank, because, you know, panic ensued. Hopefully you guys like this story. Because there's no happy ending to this story. Like, none. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I mean, that's real life. Of course people are not gonna like real life. Of course people are not gonna like real life. Like, $250,000 is like 10 houses. Depending on what type of house you buy, if you're smart, you know. But like in like this, what do you call it? The housing market is not good to be buying a house right now. But yeah. Where in Bikini Bottom? Wait, is that what you said? Wait, what did they say? Where in Bikini Bottom? What kind of house you talking about? It depends. Where in Bikini Bottom? The Glue Lagoon. I'm just kidding. Cause you know people. Okay, if you ever seen Flip or Flippers, you can't. So Flippers buy houses real low, real cheap. They fix some of the problems up, get it up to code, and sell it, right? Because you can't sell a house if you have faulty electricity, faulty watering system, etc. You can buy a house at a good price, and like I said, it depends on what house you buy. If you're buying a mansion, of course, You could buy a mansion that's not $1 million for like 250, but I'm saying like you could get like 10 houses, maybe even 20, depending on what type of house you buy, right? If you're buying a really big mansion, of course, obviously that's gonna cost more money. But if you buy a smaller, like regular sized house, and just have 4 rooms, 3 rooms, whatever, if you don't have all these rooms, if you don't have like 2 living rooms, blah blah blah, all this stuff, you could possibly buy a bunch of houses with 250,000. But 250,000 is nothing compared to how much they had. They were billionaires. So imagine $1 billion. $1 billion. 250 was like a penny to them. It was literally a penny. That's why they spent that much money traveling to see something they should have left alone. You know, because there was someone telling this story, this on his page. I forget where it was. So, there was a lot of people that died in this lake somewheres, and he got offered to go on a boat to swim into the lake, and he said nah, because a lot of people don't mess with the waters. Even the most advanced swimmers, like, stay out of the water. They're telling you something, right? So, anyways, this dude went, or his friends went, and one of his friends almost drowned in the lake, right? And he was telling him this, and he said he survived, but he was like, how did it feel that when you were like in the lake drowning or whatever it was? And he said, you know, it was a weird thing. It felt like a bunch, just like a lot of people was just dragging me down, was just like pulling me under the water. That's what he said. It felt like a bunch of people was pulling me under the water. And I was like, bro, those people that died there, yeah, they're telling you stay out of the water. Because there was a lot of people that died in that lake. That's why, he was probably feeling their souls dragging him down to the water. No, the cup's not empty. You hear it? So yeah, I've noticed a lot of people are starting to get hatred for a certain creator because the whole incident with I don't know, I was on the live stream because I know someone's gonna get mad when I mention, they're gonna be like, you're always talking about this person. So what? So anyways, I was watching Shorty Bay's live stream earlier, and people were saying she was friend zoned, and she was getting mad. And so, not only that, I kind of noticed her views have been dropping. I mean, substantially. That's crazy. Because of the whole incident. I still have yet, someone said they screen recorded the video, but I haven't seen it because the one live stream I was in, I had seen like where people were saying, don't gift her, she says her fans ain't shit. And I tried to literally see, I was like, well, where's the video, because I said maybe there's a video, I could look it up, it's probably posted, but I don't know if shit's like blocked on TikTok, that you can't see that. And so, yeah, I didn't do the same thing. When have I ever done the same thing? I've never said that my fans ain't shit. First of all, I don't even consider people fans, so you're wrong there. I don't call people fans, I call them supporters. Nice try. When have I ever said my fans ain't shit? First of all, I don't consider people fans because fans are different. They're crazy stalkers. There's supporters and then there's fans. And I also said I feel like fans pertains to celebrities. Oh, this is another thing I wanted to talk about because someone said this. Someone had sent me a DM and was like, you think you're famous because people film you? And I was like, no. Like, what? Why do people keep saying that? First of all, I stated in my live stream that everyone gets filmed, even if you're not a celebrity, or you're not famous. Everyone gets filmed. So the fact that you're like, you think you're famous because you get, like, people just get annoying sometimes. It's just like, I only have almost 300,000 on TikTok. Like, you're annoying. Okay, go somewhere. Right? Like, it's getting annoying at this point. Thank you for joining. Like, I'm so over it. But anyways, it's just like people always say, be careful who you make famous. First of all, you have to stop calling Shorty Bae famous, because as she thinks she's famous. She keeps saying, like, I'm famousness. No, you're only famous on an app. Get your head out of the clouds. Seriously. Like, it's just, howdy. It's just, like, so annoying. I don't know how you can say, what is that? Someone says she's I think someone says she's more successful than me. I think that's what someone said, and not that much successful if she's couch surfing. Like I told y'all, you guys didn't want to believe me, right? It's not cool that this girl is literally couch surfing, and her lashes. Let me tell you guys something. Her lash extensions, I don't know what you call them, but like, they're not like the ones you glue on. But the lady that did her lashes, those are $950. How is it you're saying someone is more successful than me, but they're couch surfing? And I feel like I said this before, they're forcing her to, because she doesn't have the mindset to understand that she's being effed over. She really is. Because she has the mentality of a 14-year-old. She has a manager, right? She has brand deals, or she has sponsorships with Forever 21, and you mean to tell me that she's couch surfing? It's like, I feel like it's an initiation type thing, like a hazing type thing, but not like the worst kind of hazing. But you know what I mean? They take advantage of this girl so much. They literally take advantage. They're literally like, she has a whole manager, and the manager's on live like, oh yeah, she couch surfs. I couch surfed when I came to LA, and it's perfectly normal. No, it's not. That's homeless. That's literally homeless. You're sleeping from one couch to another. She could essentially end up in the streets. Like I told everyone, they need to raise awareness and actually care. This poor girl is going to be in the streets not knowing how to do anything. Because apparently there's this video where she said Walito was brokenness, and then her card declined. Like, that's very concerning. It's like you don't even keep track of how much funds you have on your credit card. You're just and I hope it's not a credit card that she ends up having to pay back, because she maxed out that credit card. Obviously it declined, unless it's just a joke, because I didn't see where the card declined. But you have to understand that this girl has no knowledge of taxes either. Like, James Charles had to talk to her about her taxes. And if people are saying she's a millionaire, when the IRS shows up and asks for taxes, she's going to have to pay that. So a lot of her income, or a lot of her, how do I say it? Yeah, a lot of her income, a lot of her money that she earns from sponsorships is going to go all into paying her taxes. You can't just live off of someone for the rest of your life and not pay rent. That person is obviously going to get annoyed eventually. You may think, oh, they're just really nice. People are nice until they can take so much. And people are going to have enough. Whether you see people online being nice doesn't mean how they really are in person. That's the thing that's, like, people don't understand. Is that people are a whole other different person in real life than they are online. To you, they may be portraying that they're a good friend. But after the cameras are off, it may be just bad. Like, imagine if I had a house, right? And I was nice enough and I lended out a helping hand. I said, oh, well, I see this person is struggling. I see potential in them. They're trying to make a career of themselves because, you know, they have a manager, they have sponsorships, whatever. They'll eventually get on their feet and get an apartment. And then all they're doing is not getting an apartment and just partying it away, partying it up, and not caring about paying rent. Eventually, at some point, you know, that I would get annoyed. Eventually, that person is going to get annoyed to the point where at some point she's going to be like, yeah, you gotta go. Like, other people pull their share, and, like, you can't just go places and do things. You know, it's like people complain about me getting my nails done, but it's perfectly fine for other people who pay absolutely no rent when I was paying weekly. And I still am paying weekly out of my own money. And I buy nails and I actually pay my bills first. It's concerning because this girl is learning not to be an adult, and that's a problem. That's the real issue. And it's not bullying, it's not being mean. Like some people say, oh, it may be bullying. You're out here buying nails. You're out here doing $950 lashes. You're out here eating out a lot. You're out here doing all of this stuff, which I'm pretty sure they pay for a lot of the stuff because she can't really afford it. But you sit here saying like, oh, I'm going to apply to get into my apartment, but it doesn't seem like you're doing anything but just spending money on top of money on top of money and not paying the bills. And the thing that annoys me is that the same hypocritical people that are in my live stream don't say that to her in her live stream. It's just like if I went, right, let's say I wasn't paying weekly rent, okay? Let's say I didn't pay weekly rent, right? I just said, F it. Let me go buy a laptop. Let me go buy a system. F the rent. I don't gotta pay that. Like, someone else will pay it for me. Do you see how dumb that sounds? Like, you guys have to think logically as human beings. It's not going to teach her anything when she grows up, right? Because she's 20. She's still pretty young. But when she becomes, like, when she gets much older, it's going to really mess her up in the long run. Like, all these people wanted to raise money to help her get a new phone bill. They wanted to raise money to help her get a new phone because her phone bill got turned off. It's like, what are you gonna do? Okay, so you're gonna get her a phone with a new phone number. Are you gonna continue payments after that? Because she isn't gonna be able to keep up cell phone payments. Are you gonna keep up the cell phone payments for her? Because who's gonna keep up those payments? It's like when other people who work a 9-to-5 job come on this app asking like, hey, I need a little help. You know, my family's struggling right now. You'll all quickly say, go get a job. Right? But when it's influencers that you literally baby or say it's perfectly okay for them to do, right? If she was to do that, which I'm not saying she did, but if she was, she would be like, oh yeah, you guys would be like, oh yeah, let's help her. Let's give her our money. But when it comes to other people, you tell them go get a job. It's very hypocritical, and you guys have to think logically. You can't be walking around, she can't be walking around saying, I'm famousness, but then tell her fans they ain't shit. The same people that send you gift points. As someone related to me, which kind of annoyed me, is that she gets gift points. Gift points are not a monthly income. If you think gift points are going to provide for your bills, you are sorely mistaken. You're literally telling me that someone should be dependent on gift points. Do you know how crazy that sounds? She does meet and greets. Well, you have to understand something. I can do a meet and greet, right, if I choose to do so. That's not a steady income. Again, money's sponsorships are only temporary if you think about it. If all this stuff that if someone catches her saying and doing the wrong thing, like she was doing something she shouldn't have been doing on her live stream. If someone was to screen record that and post it, which there's a lot of stuff she hasn't done that she's done that isn't professional, she's gonna lose those sponsorships. No one's gonna want to work with her. No one's gonna want to sign her. No one's gonna want to look at how many sponsorships David Dobrik lost because of his whole backlash. You guys have to stop thinking that sponsorships equates to a job. This is why a lot of influencers turn to creating a business, because that is a stable income rather than depending on sponsorships and gift points. These are only temporary. These are only temporary income. It's just annoying that people constantly make excuses. This poor girl isn't going to learn anything. The only thing is she's going to learn. It's only going to get worse. And I'm not going to say I told you so. She might end up having to bite her tongue and go back home. It's just hard-headed stubbornness. Like, all she had to do was just wait it out. She could have at least just saved up her money enough to get a place of her own. And then, like someone said, she should have started out small by living in an apartment close to where she lived. And then from there, she could have worked towards, moving. But you move somewhere and people are telling you it's totally okay to be homeless, because couch surfing is homelessness. It's not having a place to live. And couch surfing means you don't know where you're going to end up next. You could end up on the couch, or you could end up under a bridge. That's reality. It's harsh, it's sad, but that's the truth. Because couch surfing doesn't mean that you're always guaranteed a couch. Some people are just going to get fed up and say, no, you can't stay here. No, you can't stay here. No. Like, you guys have to think logically. This girl needs to learn what it means to be an adult and live on her own, because right now she's not even getting any sort of I'm not going to say encouragement, but she's not getting any sort of guidance. Because if she has the mentality of a 14-year-old, teenagers, young children, they don't have that logical sense to be like, rent is due, but I know rent is due, but let me go buy a toy. Let me go spend this money on the ice cream truck or whatever it is, right? Because kids don't have that sense of, because they're fully developed, right? So having all of this fun while you're surfing from couch to couch being homeless isn't a logical thing. I get it. You want to go with your friends to Disneyland. You want to go with your friends and do all of this stuff. And eventually it's only going to get too much. You have to think logically. You're not paying rent. You're living in an unfamiliar place you don't know. And you're going to Disneyland first. If I was couch surfing and going to Disneyland, you would have a problem with me. I know it. Y'all would just say, well, why are you couch surfing but you're going to Disneyland? Trust me, it would be an issue if I did it. Let's be honest. You guys sound very hypocritical. You love to pick and choose who you allow to do certain things. It doesn't matter if someone has a disability or not. I have a disability. There's no excuse. Someone needs to be the guidance and tell her you need to start saving your money. You need to buckle down and start saving. You, like, literally. These people are going to be, watch, she's going to be in debt. And not only that, she's going to have no money. right? She's already losing. Thank you for subscribing. She's already losing a lot of her fans. She went from like 20,000, 11,000 down to like 1,000, 2,000 viewers because she said her fans ain't shit. Logical sense, right? This is why, you know, I always wanted to have a clothing line. That's why I'm working on more designs and stuff, because like I told people think that I just thought TikTok was always going to be the main source of income, because if TikTok goes, what are you going to do? First of all, what am I going to do? I'm going to own my own business and have my own business. That's logical thinking. There's this, like, people don't have that sort of type of thought process. You have to have a backup plan, right? When you say this stuff to the supporters and people who support you and think that they're always going to come back, that's not going to be the case. Thank you for the elephant. Someone is not going to like the way they get treated. And it's like a repeated pattern where you're always constantly getting mad every single time and lashing out at your supporters. You have to understand that there's a certain level of respect that you have to give to the very same people who are supporting you. And if people want to take this as bullying, if people want to say that I'm obsessed, that's okay. But someone has to be the adult in the situation and stop treating her like if life is just a box of roses. Because like us all adults, we would love to live in a house rent-free and party up and have the time of our lives. Going to the pool all the time, going to Disneyland, and not have any worries of any bills. Someone needs to be the level-headed person to be like, you need to buckle down and really work on you know, getting your own place and paying rent. There is no way that someone could eventually forever live rent-free. Whether or not you see it as like, oh, it's like, her friend would never do that. You can't, never say never. Never say never. Because one day it's gonna happen. And it's gonna make people look at that person and hate that person, but you have to understand something. No one owes anyone anything that they worked hard for. Just like someone worked hard for that house does not mean they owe somebody else. They owe somebody else. That's like saying, let's say if you owned a house, you have to give up your one of your rooms to someone who is homeless. And if you don't do it, you're a horrible human being. You don't have to, because you worked for that house, right? You are not required to do anything for anyone. If they want to own a house, they need to get up and do it for themselves. No one owes anyone anything. This is like the thing that is annoying, because I know if that person literally kicked her out, people would turn against that person. Why did you do that to her? Blah, blah, blah. But you don't tell her, right? You don't tell that person to go get a job or whatever the case may be. Because right now, it's not looking good. Your credit card's declining. You're calling someone brokenness. You gotta stop thinking that... You gotta stop acting like you got money, because then you could be at the bottom. You're already acting like you're one of these celebrities that's rich when you're really not. You can't be like... Like, you cannot be... You guys cannot. Like, some of y'all, it literally amazes me that a lot of y'all say that you have your own apartment and you're paying rent, when it doesn't seem like your logical thinking is thinking like it's okay for her to go to Disneyland even though she's not paying rent. If I did that, people would have an issue, like I said. It's just literally frustrating, and it's just like, someone needs to say something before it's too late. My nose is bothering me. I know I repeated myself, but everyone has an issue with me. When you say you don't have an issue, you do. People complain about everything I do. I start I put up t-shirts, right? I use an AI app that generates a different photo every time, and they're like, you can't use AI, it's stealing art. They complain about that. They complain about every single thing that I decide to do when I say I want to do a business. Oh, you're gonna fail. Why are you gonna do, like, I don't care what people think at this point, but if I was in her place, right, if it was me, because I could literally go, like, find, like, someone I know in California and couch surf and go to Disneyland that's rich and, like, do all that and prove a point to you, because you would literally have an issue with me. It's just because you allow certain people to do things, and it's annoying because it's like selective outrage. You only have selective outrage for people you don't like. It's not being a bully. It's not bullying someone to literally tell them reality. And the reality is it's going to get really serious. This internet stuff may not last forever. You know, someone has to be, like I said, the level-headed person. You guys may think that it's all, how do I say, jokes. You don't take anything seriously. Because when I talk about serious subjects, people just talk about other stuff. They say, we don't care. They don't take it seriously. You wouldn't care unless it happens to you. And trust me, a lot of y'all, and I'm pretty sure most of y'all, are hardworking adults that pay your bills. But the way your logic is, it leads me to believe a lot of y'all don't do that because your logic. Your mentality is not where it needs to be. If you're sitting here saying that someone is allowed to go to blow all this money on other stuff instead of pay rent. Literally, I paid rent every week and people still had an issue with me getting stuff from DoorDash. And I paid rent weekly. On top of that, I pay the storage, and I was trying to keep up my cell phone bill. So on top of that, like, it just annoys me to no end that I had 3 bills on top of weekly rent, and it still wasn't good enough for people. And I didn't pay the bills because I was bragging. I have to pay bills. That's what a grown adult does. And then when I buy nails, people have an issue like $8 nails is gonna buy a house. Come on now. Like lashes is literally going to buy a house. You act like lashes are $1 million. Come on now. Who's paying $1 million for some lashes? And if they are, then they must be really bulletproof, durable lashes, because ain't no way somebody is paying thousands of dollars, millions of dollars for some lashes. It's just annoying. Like, everything I did, even that person, right? This person still laughs at this because, like, they offered out of their hard-earned money to buy me Burger King, right? Which people still love to bring that up. Oh, well, you spent $70 on Burger King when it wasn't even my own money, first of all. Someone sent it to me. So then people started saying, that was a feeder. So now all of a sudden it's a feeder because it's not my money, so it must be a feeder. Like, this person still, like, from time to time comes in my DMs and laughs, and it's like, it's so funny how they complain at you for $70 Burger King when I paid for it. Like, come on now, are you mad because you don't have anyone to offer to buy you DoorDash? Yikes. Like, I have people that are really nice supporters. What can I say? I'm not going to pass up someone offering to buy us a meal, of course. You wouldn't either. Come on now. You're still complaining about a $70 DoorDash order that wasn't even mine. It's like, and people say we don't have an issue, but people have an issue every single time. I breathe wrong, people get mad. I step wrong, people get mad. It's just like, I can't do nothing. Nothing. Not a single thing. If I did what these other people were allowed to do, y'all would have an issue with it. You would. Just saying. just saying. What time is it? It's 11:20. That's what time it is. It's just like, they have a problem with everything, right? And I'm like, I pay rent weekly. Is that a gift point or something? It looked like something hopped across my screen. Someone said the gift point things. But it's just annoying. Well, that's what it looked like, but then it could have been the light. I didn't get excited. I mean, people do send big gifts, so I mean, no one's playing GTA. That's not GTA. I was gonna figure out how to stream games from the Xbox, but I probably need a camera. But yeah. Also, I signed up for the Black TikTok Creator Program. I don't know what that is, but I got, thank you for the galaxy. We got a galaxy, guys. We got a galaxy. Also, if you guys are so kind enough to hit the gifter goal, if not, that's fine, you know, and that's not begging for money, because if you think asking people to hit a gifter goal is begging for money, then go tell TikTok, because I'm not the one who provides that option on TikTok. Thank you. Don't complain to me, go complain to TikTok, because boo-hoo. You're literally gonna complain to me, but there's people in the rankings who don't even deserve the thousands of dollars they make online. So, yeah, and don't say I wish I was them, because I wouldn't be a person who makes money and then treats people like crap. There's a total difference. Either you do it or you don't. Like, it gets annoying sometimes when I say, can you please? I'm like kind, I'm nice to some people. If you're not rude to me, if you're rude to me, then I'm gonna be rude to you. But if you're not rude to me, then I'm gonna be respectful to you. Not once have I ever told my supporters they ain't shit. And you know what's annoying is how this person is constantly obsessed with me, right? This person, we all know who he is, right? Went on a live stream talking about how I treat my fans horrible. First of all, you don't even begin to know why I do what I do. Because if you sat here and watched my live stream, you would see a lot of the comments are negative ass people that you be defending that are bullies. The same people who talk shit sometimes about the very people that you probably watch, or probably they talk shit about you most of the time too sometimes. These same people literally talk shit about you and you're defending them. I've seen several people call this person weird, and yet they be the ones defending these people. It's like, do you know what they say behind your back? Because you wouldn't be defending these people now, would you? These are the very same people that will literally play victim. It's like when they poke the bear, right? And then when the bear goes to attack them, they're like, but why is this bear chasing me? All I did was poke him. Well, maybe that's the reason why. If you don't poke the bear, if you didn't poke the bear wouldn't attack you. Common sense. It's just so annoying. Like, the same person that goes live and it's like, oh, you're so rude to you. It's like, I'm rude to my fans, but yet you come on my live stream gifting me sometimes from time to time. And, like, people are in my DMs begging me to go live with you. Nope. No. Sorry. If I'm such a horrible human being, why are you still here? This is what I don't get about people. They say stuff and then they realize they're wrong when they start seeing. Like I said, people don't fully know exactly everything until they sat in a whole live stream. You need to devote time to sitting in a whole live stream before you even speak about me. It's just like someone sent me a video of that girl, and they were like, this person made a video on you or whatever. So I'm in this group chat on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, this girl was the girl that made the video saying that she's thankful that she doesn't have to wake up and look like me. Then gets mad because I post her on the story. Girl, you literally made fun of my looks, which pertains to my race, and said that you look better than me because the beauty standard literally is for... Oh, that's a phone call. Oh, that's Pikachu. The thing is that the beauty standard is literally for white women. So the fact that you're a white girl literally saying that you're better looking than me says a lot about society, because society told you that you were better looking than minorities. Yikes. And you want to come on the internet down talking on someone who is a minority, and don't say that I'm always playing the race card, because I'm frankly annoyed and sick and tired of people always saying we play the race card when we're called ugly. Even Lizzo had to make statements at her concert. Like, come on now. Something's not right. And I'm tired of I'm tired of sitting here being ridiculed for my looks when people know that looks pertains to a race. So the fact that you're making fun of someone's looks that they couldn't help is crazy. That's the same reason that causes women to get plastic surgery on their face. Because society has put this on their shoulders, that we have to look a certain way, we have to be a certain way. You know, look, right? Look at what Shorty Bay's doing to herself. She wants a BBL, and she already got lip fillers, didn't like it, and she said that's why her lips are the way they are, because of the lip fillers. Did a whole roll. It's just physically frustrating, because the fact that you literally use your white privilege to say, haha, I'm better than you, it annoys people, especially if someone is mixed, especially darker skinned women who get treated horribly for their skin color, right? And you're out here like you're out here like, I'm better than you, na 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 na. I'm glad that I don't have to wake up like you. You know what that I'm really glad about? That I don't ever have to be a basic white girl who's like na 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 na, right? That I don't have to be a basic white girl thinking that I'm the beauty standard when I'm just like every other basic white girl. You're either emo, you're either one of those gamer girls, or you're just a really, really pretty white girl model. Thank you for the band, whatever that was, the kid point thing. Let's just be totally honest. You're honest. You're basic. You're just like every other alternative girl. You have the same look like everyone else. It's just basically copy and paste. There's nothing original or unique or different about you. And the fact that you made a whole video that went viral saying, at least I don't have to wake up looking like me. And then when I address it, you get mad. So I'm not supposed to address that you called me ugly and act like that is not some sort of not internalized racism, but some sort of racism because you think you are better than every minority. And it's not just me. You walk around with this self of entitlement, self-righteousness, like you're better than every minority in the world, and you don't have to say it. It's not just only me. You think that about every other minority you come in contact with, even darker skinned women, because if you If you're saying that to a specific one person, you mean that for everyone. And it doesn't have to be, even though I'm mixed, right? And I'm not darker skinned, it still holds the same effect. Because you think like that doesn't mean it changed per skin color. You think like that for every skin color of minorities. You don't have to say it without, you said it without saying it. It's frankly annoying because people called it out in my comment section when white people was making fun of my looks, and they said this is racism. It's racist because you're making fun of her looks that pertains to her race. How many times does someone have to tell you all that? It's common knowledge. I'm not gonna go make fun of, Asian people, get made fun of for the way their eyes look. Okay? So why are we as a society gonna make fun of that? Because that's their race. It pertains to their race. It is so frankly annoying. The same reason that the same reason y'all rag on Asian people. This was like a thing, the whole Emma Chamberlain situation, where people had an issue with her pulling her eyes back. Come on now, right? Asian people get made fun of for the way their eyes look, and you have women out here, white women in specifics, getting surgery to pull their eyes back so it looks slanted, knowing exactly how the race that actually was born with it gets treated. These white women have this entitlement, this self-righteousness to literally take from people's cultures or take whatever they think they can and turn it into theirs. We all know people have called out people that have gotten BBLs and lip fillers exactly what they're trying to be, because black women have natural big booties, right? And they have big lips, and they always got bullied for that. But white women can come out here, right, get lip fillers, get BBLs, try to be a black woman, and then say that's not what they're really trying to do when they are. There's this whole Kalinkalan thing, right? That one girl that's like made with cinnamon. That one girl that's like running, and then she's like she's rapping her own rap, right? And so there's a part in the song where it's like Kalenkalan, and black women are outraged because white people are trying to take the lyric and trying to take it for themselves, when she was referring, the Kalenkalan that she was referring to is literally it pertains to black women getting braiding. And people are trying to say, don't let black women gaslight you. There was a video I saw that was like, don't let black women gaslight you. It's literally Japanese synthetic hair, and it's like, that's not what she was pertaining to. When it came to that specific word, she meant it in like black women that get their hair braided. Like, it's so annoying, right? It's not even just making fun of minorities' looks because you think you're better than everyone. You're so self-righteous. You're the beauty standard. Of course no one is going to call you ugly. You're a white girl in society. I get called ugly probably every single day I go on live, or every single video that people make calling me ugly, because I'm a minority with look, and my looks, pertain to my race. So of course they're going to see me as ugly. And they may say that's not true, but it's true. It's true. And it gets annoying. It gets frustrating to a point where people constantly do that. It gets so annoying. Right? Because white women could come out here and do all this stuff and it's trendy. Oh, what is it? Like, line your lips with brown liner and then put lip gloss. Oh, glazed brownie lip. Thank you for the elephant. Why don't we line our lips with brown lip liner, put lip gloss, and call it glazed brownie lips? Because that's trendy. Like, Hailey Bieber tried to steal a trend that was literally created by black women, calling it glazed brownie lips. Yikes. And streetwear is stolen. So if you think streetwear is the actual name for that literal type of style, it's not streetwear, and I found that out myself from TikTok. Apparently streetwear is not the real name for that. They stole that. Someone stole that style of how people dress and decided to call it streetwear. And what else? What else did someone... Oh, that was like recently, this girl... You know how black women have been putting like charms and stuff in their hair, and when they have the braids they put like these gold like charms and stuff. This girl saw that this other person had that in her hair, and then she was like, trinket hair. It's not called trinkets, okay? It's not called trinket hair. It's like white people always have to rename it something else and claim it. It's like, the fact that you called it trinket hair is embarrassing. Like, I don't know how you're not embarrassed by posting that online saying trinket hair. Like, it's not trinket hair. Well, literally, it's not. I don't know what is. Well, because I know someone that I follow made a video about that, addressing her, calling it trinket hair, and how frustrated they are that white people keep taking things from black people and calling it something else. And it was not the fact, because there was people in the comment section saying, you're all mad because you're trying to gatekeep people putting this in their hair when, I don't know what they said. I forget who they said used to do that. That was not the issue. The issue is taking something that is called something else and trying to call it something else. That's what people are annoyed by. That white girl sat there calling it trinket hair. It's not called trinket hair. You tried to call a tostada a flat taco. That's embarrassing. Someone out here tried to say, I invented this new food item called a flat taco. What's a flat taco? Are you kidding me? It's called a tostada, not a flat taco. Like, white people are so embarrassing. They take things and they call it what it's not. They act like they reinvent the wheel, like if no one's ever heard of it. You know, it's like what? It's like what if we have like a colander, right? Like let's say someone does this. What if we had a colander, right? And we had like this beverage for the heat, right? When you're super hot, you could have a nice cold beverage, something that is salty. Not really sweet. It could be sweet if you wanted it to. But, well, not salty, but sugary. What if we invented something that people are so addicted? When they drink one can, they have to drink another. And what if instead of calling it Mountain Dew, you know, they called it Dr. Dew? Like... That's like if someone took Harry Potter and rewrote it the same way and called it the little wizard that could. Like, at that point, you just had to facepalm. This is like a whole other country taking The Simpsons and remaking a horrible version of The Simpsons. There's literally a thing out there where they literally thought that they could get away with ripping off The Simpsons. Like, people could immediately tell. First of all, they're yellow characters. They're horribly drawn or horribly made a different way. And I kid you not, I'm literally not joking. There is literally another cartoon like The Simpsons that they tried to recreate The Simpsons and thought they would get away with it. Just like there's a horrible version of South Park. If you guys didn't know, like, I'm gonna show you the alternate Simpsons. Watch. Let me get my phone. So 42%. It's enough to literally like show you. Let me go. Here real quick. I will show you because there's a whole YouTube video on this. there's a lot of cartoons that got ripped off and they ended up getting sued. And these were one of the ones that got sued because obviously people caught on and, well, they didn't caught on. Obviously, you could tell it's a blatant rip-off of The Simpsons. I'll show you. Like, it is the worst. It is so horrible. Like, when I saw this, I was like, that is literally The Simpsons. And it's not even like how other cartoons made fun of The Simpsons. It's literally a Simpson ripoff. And it is so horrible, like, literally, it is the worst, like, cartoon you could ever. Like, I don't know if you see that, but look at that. I'm literally not even joking. What the heck is that? And that's not even half of, like, look, you could literally tell exactly as The Simpsons, like, ripoff. And everything that the characters did was exactly like each character in The Simpsons. Like, that is that is the worst thing. That is, like, horrible. And it was made in some country somewhere. Like, another country created, they didn't create the cartoon because they ripped it off, but still. Like, I'm sorry, but what? But what? It's on YouTube because there's, like, a whole bunch of cartoons that got ripped off, including South Park. Like, there's a whole other, like, South Park. These people got no shame. And if you didn't know, there's a whole other SpongeBob cartoon that's called SpongeBob Hemp Pants. Didn't know it was created by MTV because obviously it's a mature audience type of cartoon, but it's on MTV. Yeah, there's a SpongeBob cartoon called SpongeBob Hemp Pants, and you know what hemp is, right? Obviously, you know it's not for children, but it's the leafy green, and it was created and it was literally aired on MTV because obviously mature audiences. SpongeBob and Patrick are always in the sky, if you know what I mean. I didn't know that, and then I was like, wait, what? I literally found that out. But it was aired on MTV. Because I think his name is, instead of Patrick, it's Hashrick. Because obviously hash, you know what hash is. I don't gotta explain it to you. If you're too young, then I don't know what to tell you. But Hashrick. And then, yeah. So, my phone is at 41%. I don't know, I've never liked Sun TV. Being the Little Mermaid, every time I see Eugenia, it looks like she gets skinnier and skinnier. photos do not show you. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Hussy, stop. So there's no photos of it? That's an old photo going around where they claim that's the submersible. But it's not. There's a lot of stuff in the news. Oh, he has a baby. Interesting. A mountain coaster? Who the hell would write that? It opened up in Ruidoso, New Mexico. Elton John. It says, Rocket Man becomes a dad at 63. Obviously, he's gay, but they adopted. They have two sons they adopted, I think, that are twins. But I know they have two sons that are adopted, and they probably adopted this one. Well, not probably, they did, because, or maybe got a surrogate. Because, you know, some people. It says, New Mexico's first mountain coaster opens in Ruidoso. Who would write that? I'm kind of tempted, but I'm like, no. Oh, I already see 1, 2. It says 3 hidden faces. 1, 2, 3. Well, where's the other hidden face? 1, 2, 3. I think I found all 3. I think. Because if you turn it this way, that's a face. Right, there's the eyes and the face. And then down there is a face. And then his actual face. I did it.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
I was correct. There. Oh no, so you don't count his face. I thought his face counted. Sir, end the stream. Why would I end the stream? Here's what I'll do. How about that? There you go. Enjoy the stream. Or don't. this girl found a baby owl. Okay. Watch a house-sized asteroid zoom past Earth live today, June 25th. Missed it. No, you go today. Oh. Viral telescope project on YouTube channel. So you could watch a house-sized asteroid zoom past Earth today on a live stream if you want to. Subject on the run after shooting an Albuquerque school custodian. Jeez. I hate these stupid TikTok. I hate these stupid YouTube videos that's like, Jeremy Reiner passed away reportedly. Like, there's been so many of those stupid fake YouTube videos where they're like, Jamie Foxx died, and it's like, he didn't even die. It's like so annoying. I know I'm not scratching there. I was kind of like, you know, I know. Someone's gonna complain and be like, why are you scratching? My side itches, okay? Thank you. Kind of like right here. Thank you for describing. Thank you for the bear. Thank you. Ouch. Oh, I think it was on my, oh, I didn't send it. I thought I sent the video. I said, look at this live, and then I didn't send it. So did you guys see the live, like, literally, I don't give a rat's ass. Roachula, it is so freaking annoying. Like, Roachula literally is gonna play me in my face and say that she didn't go live telling me to leave her alone because she's a minor, just like Summer too. Like literally, you guys gotta stop with this like this. You guys gotta stop saying that a minor is allowed to dox someone and then get away with it because they're a minor. That's not how it works. You can't weaponize and use your age in a situation where you're putting someone in danger. I don't give I don't care how old anyone is. Someone told me their age is no excuse. And it's not. That's the thing that I don't like is people saying that aging is an excuse to dox someone. And I'm tired of people weaponizing their age by saying that they're minors and I'm supposed to leave them alone. Like Rochula went live and said I was supposed to leave, that I needed to leave her alone because she's a minor. And the other day she brought up the whole situation in my Insta story addressing that person, right? Saying that they're a minor. It's just so annoying that you're saying it's okay for people to do this shit because they're minors. It's not. And then you want to say, oh, leave me alone, I'm a minor. That's not how it works. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the finger hearts, guys. That's a very, like, scary and probably dangerous prank. Because I would be terrified. He's probably, like, not even funny. And imagine if someone tries to grab on. That would be really scary. It's that prank where people think they're on an elevator and then they fall down. And it's like that. That's Rizzo, sorry. Oh, he saw that? You see, here's the thing. I was looking at, I was just literally watching an Instagram and then you proceeded to be fatphobic, like, you know, I mean, the ground shook when your mom was buried because she caused an earthquake. So, I mean, if you want to go to fat phobia, I'll be fat phobic towards your mother who isn't probably living and broke the casket as she was going down into the hole. But maybe, just maybe, you should have left me alone, right? Just like your grandma who's probably humpback whale, you know, people go pay to see her at SeaWorld. So I would suggest that you be very, very nice when you speak to someone, because I feel like the only reason why you're fat phobic is because you're fat yourself. Did you get baptized at SeaWorld? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you probably got baptized at SeaWorld. Your mom gave birth to you in the orca tank, so I wouldn't be talking. Okay? Because when God said let there be light, he had to tell you to move your fat ass out of the way. You're so fat that God couldn't even lift your spirits. Okay? Because let's be honest, the most fat phobic people sometimes comes from fat people themselves. Were you a grimace stunt double? All they have to do is paint you purple and have you walk around and people will mistake you for the McDonald's mascot. Your name is Orca Whale, so let's be perfectly clear the next time you want to speak about me and be fat phobic. Okay, Orca Whale? Okay? And go cry about that while you stuff your face with 10 cheeseburgers because you feel bad about yourself, okay? Because no one's going to judge you if you order extra fries with your McDonald's meal or you actually get the super size instead of the large because you know the secret menu super size. I mean, all the fat people know that. So the next time you trip and fall, don't expect anyone to feel sorry when you cause an earthquake, okay? Thanks. Because I'm pretty sure that every time you walk, you add another number to your zip code. And what's your pant size? The equator? Yeah. I could keep going if you would like. I mean, because most of the fat phobia comes from fat people themselves sometimes. This dude is eating cigarettes. He's chewing cigarettes. Bro, he has like 30 cigarettes and he's chewing them. Oh, bro. That's nasty. Thank you. Ew, who chews cigarettes? Well, I know who probably chews cigarettes. Inside thoughts? No.
It doesn't matter that I'm not going. You're yelling at him. You're keeping up everybody. Please leave. So we can go on. I'm lifting my jacket so you can put the cuff on. What did I do? You're doing.
The only thing that's an inside thought is what you think. Because I'm not the one who's projecting. You know, you should have left me alone. That would have been a swell idea, right? You say those are inside thoughts. Those are inside thoughts from your mother. So I would suggest you deal with those inner demons that you're facing. You know, because we can't see those inner demons through all that outer skin because you have so much weight on you that we can't even tell what type of demon you have. So I would suggest you continue with your projections. Because I'm sure that you are fatter than I am.
One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way where you cannot see. Mind with this system you cannot break. I need to find release. Come behind my mind is right. All these thoughts are governing. I need to give up my bed. I need to be on my land. My mind running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, then it tries to take me out. Tell you where I'm
He's putting sunscreen on his foot. He put sunscreen on his foot and lifted it up. That's funny. So his feet can get tan. gonna do if I see attack you, Mom? I'm just kidding. Oh, thank you. Can you see that comment yesterday? The voice of the people say they don't want to hear you anymore, see? Because the voice of the people don't care. You're saying you love to be the voice of the people? Well, be the voice of the people by being silent and leaving, because no one cares about your opinions. You know, people like it better when you're silent. That's what the voice of the people are thinking. God, why does this person ever stop talking and shut up or stop typing? You know, not talking because I can't hear you talk. And if I heard you talk, I would be like, I don't want to hear you anymore. So, thank you. I'd be like, my God, when will this person stop talking? Those people who give unsolicited opinions are the people that talk the most and have other people wishing that they would just shut the fuck up. Okay, excuse my language because that's... When will I always be in the wrong? What? You are fatphobic towards me. You think being fatphobic means that you're not in the wrong? Oh, that guy's gonna go home and cry. That guy's gonna go home. That guy's gonna go home and curl up in a ball and cry. My favorite restaurant, it used to be this place called The Cube. It was on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. The Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. It's like Guy Fieri, he has that show, and they there was it was on an episode of that. I don't eat a lot, so I can't make what I eat in a day. But so anyways,
Scoot over, Hudson.
bro, that's crazy. Oh, I seen this though.
I'll get you back under. Hold on.
Why are they complaining because this person's trans? So apparently this OF model, I don't know if it's true, hey Marina, got arrested for indecent exposure. So I guess apparently they exposed themselves to an undercover cop and got arrested. Well, someone in the comment section made a reference to if they were showing, if they did this to kids, no one would find a issue with it because, people have been perpetuating this, like, what do you call it? Stereotype against the LGBTQ. Like, there's a lot of, like, pedophiles. I don't want to trigger people in the community, which there's not, but you mostly find people like that. Not all churches, I'm not saying all churches are bad, but in some churches. And so, yeah, that's what the person was saying in the comments, and it's just like, that's not nice. People need to learn to accept others and not be rude. Like, that's not nice. I just really wish people could live as they are. But, yeah, thank you for the roses. That's a crazy statement. People make these crazy statements all the time on social media. And it's like, people should live as they are. Like, if they're not bothering you, like, why do you feel bothered? They feel bothered. There was another thing I was going to say, because, like, the other place, what place I'm talking about where they're active 24/7 and talk badly about me. Anyways, they said something about the LGBTQ community. Like, we support the LGBTQ community and all this stuff. Or they said we support the LGBTQ community and we don't allow anyone to harass or I don't know what it was, and they were like, why haven't you posted anything to like what is it to show that you're an ally towards the community? First, it's like you don't have to post something to be an ally of the community. That's the thing that I hate. That's like people that will film themselves helping a homeless person. They're not doing it because they want to help that person. They're doing it because they want the views. It's annoying to me that you're telling me I have to show that I'm doing things for the LGBTQ community when you just literally prove that you're only doing it to get recognition, to make people think that you care about the community. You don't. Because you're saying in order for people to, they must know that you help the community, you have to, no one has to post anything, right? Like, people could do things without posting it. If I was to say, oh, I donated to this charity, if I was to say I donated to this charity, I did this, and I posted it, people would have an issue, and I would understand, because you don't have to share every time you care or you do something. If you literally come on and be like, yeah, I care because I posted it, then you really don't. You can do it without having to say that you did it. Is that deep fried spaghetti? It's literally deep fried spaghetti. Bro. I say bro a lot, but look. It's deep fried spaghetti. I probably would try that. You definitely don't need that? I do, though. I do. I need deep fried spaghetti. Unpopular opinion, not everything needs to be fried. Yes, it needs to. I'm just kidding. I get how they feel about fried foods. Thank you. What kind? Oh, that's a. Is this a puzzle or what is it? It's some type of puzzle or something. Oh, it's a light switch. Ah. It's you put it together, I guess you can like put together your light switch or something. The BTS concert, I really liked it.
Custom color combo in this design you get. So just wait for the big reveal. This is our Vibe light switch cover. It is from our retro collection, which was all inspired by 60s, 70s wallpaper, rugs, and architecture. And this one is by far one of the top selling designs, which I don't blame you. It's one of my favorites. I want it in my house as well.
Yeah, but I also was gonna say something. I'm considering
But it's really fun to see what colors y'all choose. This is a fully mirrored one.
getting I'm considering buying one of my shirts and wearing it because people really like the shirt. Someone bought a shirt and they wore it to work and they said people really liked it. So
custom color combo in this design you get.
and mine's is purple.
This
That's
is
my
our
favorite
Vibe
color.
light switch cover. It is from our retro collection, which was all inspired by 60s, 70s wallpaper, rugs, and architecture.
Green? Would waxing hurt though? Not lazy town. Big Apple coaster at NYNY. Oh, that's in New York. I mean, not New York, Vegas. Why did I say New York? I meant to say Vegas. I don't know who you are, Billy. Oh, look what. Oh, I turned the sound off. The bee.
The spotlight keeps coming on. I'm on stage.
Do you hear that? He just literally stood there. People were screaming. I don't get it. Like the guy that made this is what sparked that video kind of going. Now I don't know what the views are at, like if it's really viral, but I did a response to someone responding to my comment under that video where the guy was like, Taylor Swift this is like a controversial, unpopular opinion, but I think Taylor Swift is bigger than Michael Jackson. And so, I was like, I had responded about that because I was like, first of all, he just stood there and people fainted. Like, come on. Like, he just literally stood there and people fainted. Like, until you amass that, like, no. What?
Borrow your phone to go get something.
Okay.
I'll bring it back. I'll be quick.
Okay. Anyways,